We're going there? Yeah, we're going. All right. All right, listen, guys. I said that today's kind of a celebration. It is. I told you in the last video what happened and everything. But I got bored and I was starting to think about my past. When I got all the way. I started thinking all the way back to the fourth grade. I thought back that far. And I remember it, I do. Hey, Margaret James, if you're still alive. Hey, what's up, baby? Anyway, I want to tell you a story about something that happened to me. It was the first time, it's when I learned my lesson about bullies. It was fourth grade. I went to elementary school in a school called Green Glade Elementary School. It's there in Miami. It's probably still there. I don't know, but it probably is. Anyway, I'm walking home, and because the school was close enough that and the age, fourth grade, I guess you were allowed to. They didn't, it was close enough to the school that they didn't bus us. You walked. And it wasn't uphill, and it was never in the snow. Alligators were kind of a problem, but other than that, anyway, I'm walking home, and there's these two boys walking in front of me, and I kind of jogged up and caught up to them. I'm like, hey guys, I knew who they were. I mean, we weren't friends or anything, but I it's fourth grade. Everybody sees everybody's face, And we started talking, and the next thing I know, these two little tyrants pin me to the ground. They take my pencil box. They pulled the Elmer's glue out of it, and then kicked the pencil box down the sidewalk, whatever. And they poured the Elmer's glue all in my hair and rubbed it in and everything. Beat the crap out of me, basically. Humiliated me beyond all comprehension. Of course, I go home crying. It's fourth grade. I'm a little boy. I never had anything like that happen to me. And I get home, whatever, and my mom, she was furious. She was bad, boy. She wanted to kill them kids, But my dad, he finally gets home from work or whatever, and he pulls me aside. Listen, boy, I'm sorry your mom had to cut all your hair off, okay? And you're gonna walk around bald for a little while, but you'll live, and this is what you got to do, boy. Because I'm an only child, and I have no brothers, no sisters. It wasn't like we could pack up in a gang and and get revenge. I didn't have that. I was born and raised an only child, and so my father said, "Listen, this is what you have to do, and you have to do it, or you will regret the rest of your life. And so you have to do this." He said, "Listen. You're not in trouble here. You'll never be in trouble here. If you do this, you will not be in trouble." He said, "Listen, you obviously cannot beat the both of them at the same time, all right? And I haven't taken the time to teach you karate because, I don't know that myself either, And he says, "Listen, you're not gonna beat them at the same time, so you have to catch them one-on-one. Get them apart from each other, stalk them." He didn't use the word stalk, but that's basically what he said, is to stalk them, get them one at a time, catch them, with the guard down. He explained it to me pretty good. And he said, "You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble with the school, but you won't be in trouble here. Don't come home without the school calling me, telling me you're suspended." And then he slapped me in the forehead, and, that was the end of that conversation. Well, the next day, because I couldn't go home, it's like, carried out the mission. So I caught the first one. I caught the first one in the boys' room. I didn't say nothing to him. I didn't say anything. I just walked up to him and I punched him right in the nose. Because my father told me to do that. He did give me a couple of karate lessons, before he slapped me in the head. He did give me. So I punched him right in the nose, and it ended the fight immediately. There was that boy was crying like I was the day before. And then the other one caught him out in we were at his phys ed, whatever. They're teaching us softball, whatever, and I just walked up to him with a fucking bat and just fucking let him have it, man. Just doom, doom, doom until the coach. Of course, I was suspended for like many days, And of course, the principal called, my parents, we're like, no, we told him to do it. Them boys, they bullied him. Anyway, that was my lesson about bullies. All right, guys, if you need more lessons about bullies, because I've come across a whole bunch of them in my lifetime, I sure have. I've come across a bunch of them, and I'll deal with most all of them the same way. You cannot appease a bully. You have to stand your ground, always. And that's what America's about. So, God bless y'all. If you have any comments, leave them.